What up, MVPs? Rico Knows here. Going to talk to you guys about the next fight on the main card. Edmen Shahbazyan versus Andre Petroski. Now, Edmen Shahbazyan is a minus 180 favorite. Petroski a plus 150 underdog. This is a very close fight when it comes to the odds, and that's probably because very close to even money is being put on each fighter, because there's two ways of this fight to go, and who knows how it's going to go, right? Who knows how it's going to go? So let's start with Edmen Shahbazyan. Edmen Shahbazyan. I don't know what kind of... Who's naming Americans like this? Who's doing this? Shout out to the Golden Boy here. He's an incredible fighter. If you ever watch him, his striking is on another level compared to his peers. Like, he's just a great striker. Terrible grappler, bro. Not the best grappler in the world. Zero cardio, no gas tank. But man, is he flipping nice. Now, if you think he's losing this fight, he usually gets finished. He's got 3 losses by knockout. One time he was subbed. He only has 5 losses in his life. Yes, they've all happened since he's been in the UFC. One thing I want to tell you about these 5 losses, I went and wrote a note before we started this video. I wrote a note. His opponents, their career record, the people who have beaten him, they have 115 wins in the cage and only 41 losses. And many of those losses are Meerschaert. Meerschaert holds 27 of those 19 of those losses, excuse me. So we're talking about a guy who loses to elite fighters. Derek Brunson, Jack Hermanson, Imavov, Anthony Hernandez, shout out to Fluffy, and then Jared Meerschaert. So he typically has to be fighting somebody pretty elite to beat him, and we still know he can throw them things. Now, he gets drowned against really good competition, especially, it's hard to go the distance. I don't know when he's gone. He's gone the distance with Hermanson. That's it. He's gone the distance once in his life with Hermanson. Okay? Once. He's going to either end you and take your lunch money, or he's not, right? So, listen to me. He's won 14 fights in his life. If you think he's winning, there is no point in going money line with this. If you think Edmen Shahbazyan is winning this fight, you have to go knockout. Go bust or go home. This is how he wins his fights. 12 out of 14, you have to go knockout if you think he's winning the fight. Now he's fighting Andre Petroski. Petroski is not good at anything. Like, just straight up, he's not good at anything. He's not a great striker. He's not a great grappler. He's not a great talker. He's not a good looker. There's nothing good about this guy. I don't understand it. He's a muscle-bound freak. And when he was in the fight house, coming up through the Ultimate Fighter, he ended up losing to Brian Battle. Shout out to Brian Battle. He's only lost twice in his life. But, losing on the regional scene before you get to the fight house is really awkward to me. Like, how did you earn your way into the UFC? Because he lost to Aaron Jeffrey before that. Aaron Jeffrey had a good record, but he lost to Aaron Jeffrey. Then he loses to Brian Battle. Then he gets in the UFC, and what do? They just give him a bunch of fish, bro. A bunch of fish. And he finally gets to Meerschaert, and he wins by split decision. Then he goes and gets knocked out by Michel Pereira. Have you ever bumped into somebody's hip bone before? I ain't talking about on a Friday, Saturday night. I mean, you bumped into somebody's hip bone. Because that's exactly what happened. He bumped into Jacob Malkoon's hip bone and knocked himself out. It's embarrassing. And he knocked himself out so bad that since then, he refuses to fight. He's got 3 fights. Josh Freem, Dylan Budka, Rodolfo Vieira. All 3 fights are the same. I'm going to get a takedown and ride it out. I'm going to get a takedown and ride it out. And when I say ride it out, I mean no significant strikes thrown. Let's go see what the strikes were thrown in this 15-minute fight with Dylan Budka. Let's see how many strikes he threw in dominant body. He won 30-27. Yeah, he landed 78 strikes, bro. That's 20 a round. That's fucking wild to me. He doesn't ground and pound or impose his will. He just lays there. And that's not going to win judges over. Well, you get enough control time, it will. 9 minutes of control time. Can our boy Shahbazyan even grapple? No. But listen to me, man. If you're betting on Andre Petroski, more power to you. But if you're going to bet on him, please don't do it before the fight. Let me explain. I think this is the live bet of all live bets. I think you have to watch this thing. And if Shahbazyan doesn't knock him out in the first round, he will have put the work on him. He's going to look better in the first round. Shahbazyan is going to look better in the first round, I promise you. His punches are clean. He's got great footwork. He cracks. That man throws for real. This is a 27-year-old kid. 27 years old, and they fed him to the wolves to start this thing. They gave him monsters back in the day. They gave him 4 out of 5 fights. Absolute monsters. And he's still here. You have to think about that. Okay? He's learning face first. He's learning on the job. Now, has he got his cardio right, his wrestling right? I don't know. You're at Extreme Couture. What up, Randy Couture? Get some coaches in there and get this man a grappling degree of some sort. All right? But what I'm trying to tell you is Shahbazyan is going to look better in the first round. And I think those live odds are going to go boop. Those live odds are going to be up here. And if we get out of the first round and those live odds are like this, I promise you, we get out of that first round, you got to start throwing your hard-earned cashish on Petroski. You have to. Dude sucks, but he ain't going to quit, and he's going to win rounds 2 and 3. I'm not on Petroski. Please understand what I'm saying. I'm not on Petroski. If I'm calling a fight right here, right now, I think he's going to sleep in the first round. Sleep. Dirt nap. You don't believe me? Check out what I had to say about both these guys. The last time they fought was on Cannonier Rodriguez. So I went and checked Cannonier Rodriguez results show, and I want to show you what I had to say about these fighters. Look at the difference in excitement, enthusiasm in my assessment of them fighting. Here is Petroski against Rivera. Okay? Listen to what I had to say. Let me mute my mic here for a second. I don't want an echo. We got the battle of the mid. What a terrible fight, bro. This is the worst boxing match since P. Diddy and Cassie, bro. Like, I'm serious. P. Diddy and Cassie. Rodolfo Vieira versus Andre Petroski. All I learned in this fight is Petroski's really hard to take down, and Rodolfo's fake. You're the black belt hunter, but you can't get a takedown. Can't even impose your will on anybody. And Andre Petroski's got every muscle in the world, but is out of shape and out of breath after one round. He's tough. He called out Bo Nickel. I want you to know we're taking Bo Nickel to beat his ass. Like, seriously, I don't know what he's doing calling out Bo Nickel. That's absurd. But I'm very underwhelmed by Andre Petroski on a 3-fight win streak, and he's still going to be an underdog anytime he steps in the cage because they know he sucks. Yes, he won this fight. Yes. He's still going to be an underdog the next time he gets in this cage because they know he sucks. Guess what? He's an underdog again. I was right. Okay? And we know he sucks. You can't forget the result shows are fresh in our mind when we see this guy fighting. Okay? Right after we saw the fight, that's me telling you how I feel. Now let's listen to what I have to say about Edmen Shahbazyan the last time I saw him in the cage. Listen. This particular fight was going to lose this fight, and Bonfim was going to win, and he didn't, and that's the fight game. Next fight, Dylan Butka got rid of the man bun, didn't get rid of his losing ways. Dylan Butka sucks, can't do anything, and Edmen Shahbazyan is a world-class striker, and I told you he was going to knock out Dylan Butka. Dylan Butka does not belong in the UFC. It was a sacrificial lamb. They wanted to get Edmen back on the winning track. He's still young. They wanted to give him a chance to go knock somebody out, and he took advantage of it. Now, what did I see in the fight? I saw Edmen do some incredible striking, and one of the things he did was a technique called pulling. Okay, pulling. It's when you feint, and then you move your feet backwards, almost like you're fishing in water. You're fishing, and you're pulling the fishing rod back. And as you pull, your opponent comes towards you. But when you pull, have you guys ever been racing in the pool? You ever been racing in a pool? You're racing somebody else in the pool? Have you ever pushed off the wall to get forward momentum? And when you push off the wall, you can take off way faster than somebody if they were just standing still in the water. Maybe you're in track, if you're in track and field, and you're pushing off the starting blocks. Same concept. There's somebody standing there versus somebody pushing off the starting blocks. You get a lot more momentum. So when you're striking, you know you're going to go forward. But you jump back, you're pulling your opponent towards you, and then you go forward. And that impact where you both meet is devastating. So pulling your opponent is a pretty common technique, but the timing in which Edmen did it, and he pointed straight to his corner. And he said, you guys were right. He talked to his coaches. He said, you're right. As soon as he knocked out Dylan Budka, he's talking to his coaches saying, you guys are right. You called it. You knew exactly what was going to happen, and it fucking happened, bro. So that's really awesome for Edmen to have that type of striking acumen, implementing a game plan, being an extension of your coaches in the octagon. It's a huge deal. So shout out to Edmen. I hope he gets back to his winning ways. He still can't grapple. He's still trash at grappling. We still can't trust his gas tank or endurance, but my goodness, does he hit hard, and he put this man to sleep. It's a pretty scary knockout, too. All right, so I'm pretty clear that these guys have flaws, but Edmen Shahbazyan is a world-class striker. I believe in him, and I think he can knock this man out. So if he doesn't, well, then he lost the fight. That's how that goes. So the way it works is you can go take Edmen Shahbazyan by TKO, or you can take Petroski by points. But remember, they've only been to decision one time. So Petroski, really, what you're looking for is TKO or submission. Because the man gets so exhausted. Shahbazyan, he gets so exhausted, he just quits. Now, that's only against elite fighters. I haven't seen anything elite about Andre Petroski. But if you want to go there, you go double chance Petroski, and you go points or submission, right? Or TKO submission Petroski right here. And it's a 310. Do you need to be that surgical when he's already an underdog at plus 130? Probably not. Remember, this is money line. This is live bet money line stuff. But Shahbazyan is my plus 135. Sounds right? Bro, go even harder, bro. Go even harder. You've never heard me say this before. Method round combo. First round, plus 360. What are we doing? And I'm not talking about everything you got. I'm just talking about it feels good like that. It feels good like that. It feels good to just make it multiply a few times. Okay? It is what it is. But that's the bet. That's where I believe we should be. How will it end? This is also another good belief right here. This is a solid one right here. Doesn't matter who does it. That one feels real. Eventually you get the ground and pound from it. But I don't want you to be frustrated when this Petroski guy gets a takedown and just lays on this man for 3 rounds. So don't waste your life saving on this, because that's a realistic outcome of this thing. There's no need to try to get this one 100% right. It's not green for a reason. It's not something you should believe in, but you see it there. First round, KO, and that's purple. That's 32%. I don't mind going 32% on plus 350s. You might. It might bug you. It might bother you. Whoever's buying this card from me, they're not going to understand because they didn't watch the videos. They're just buying the card. They don't have a fuck clue what's going on. You do, MVPs. Be smart. Live bet, relax, skip it, fade it. Just watch 2 fighters that have major flaws and you probably don't believe they deserve your money. Especially with the next fight coming up. Best believe that. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.